What's going on, guys? Today I want to do a quick review about this PEET electric shoe and boot dryer. In this review, I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know about this thing, including one thing that I think that you should know before buying. So guys, I do hunting and hiking, and that's my main reason for getting this thing, especially for hiking. If your feet sweat a lot, which, you know, when you're doing these activities, there's obviously others as well, but when you're doing these activities, your feet sweat a lot. So what this is going to do is it's going to help get all the moisture out of the footwear that you're using. And for me, this has been huge. Just the smell, luckily you don't have to smell it through the video here, but that's one issue that I've had. And there's just a lot of moisture that gets trapped, and this really stops that. So it works really simply, right? It is actually plugged in now, and I know you can't really hear it, but neither can I. So this works really silently overall. It doesn't have fans, right? So what happens is, let me get this thing off here. So what happens is inside of here, I don't know if you can really see it, you can kind of see this little gray thing right here. See that? So that is a heating element. So what ends up happening is it basically heats up and it essentially circulates the air out of the footwear that you're using and makes it so that the moisture doesn't get trapped in there. In terms of dry time, they say it takes about 12 hours. I don't know exactly, because usually what I'll do is I'll use it, and then after my hike is done, I'll just throw them on here and leave it. I leave it plugged in just for your reference. This has about the same electrical output as like a light bulb, right? So it's not going to be something that is really expensive to run all the time. I just leave it in 24/7 because I hike quite a bit, and then in other seasons I'll do hunting. I just leave it in 24/7. I don't leave it here. I brought it up to my office. It's usually in the garage. But yeah, that's, I'll leave it in 24/7 in the garage, and it will do its job there. Now, I've used this mostly for hiking and hunting, like I said. But yes, it will work on like muck boots. It'll work on running shoes, cleats, hockey skates, which I know is a really big one as well. Really anything. It can work on gloves, anything that needs drying as well. It will essentially work. All that you got to do is just put it onto the device, and then the heat will do its job and transfer the moisture out and make them smell less, but also dry. Now, the thing to know about this before buying, so if your boots are completely drenched, right, you submerge them in water, something like that, or you're in construction and working on water, things like that, you might have a little bit of an issue between shifts for this. And the reason for that is that so it's going to push through this air right here. This is where the heating element will push the air up, and damp boots, that have some moisture in them, it'll take care of. But if your boots are absolutely soaked and you're looking to have them, completely dry within 12 hours, that's going to be a stretch. But for most people that have moisture in them after working, after hunting, hiking, etc., it's going to be great just for that. So yeah, guys, if you're considering buying this and not sure, hopefully this review will help you out. Just for reference, we definitely enjoy it, recommend it, and hope that you enjoy it too if you decide to get it.